Good afternoon, kids. Hello. All right, so it's just the three of us, three pupils. Oh, one more. Hello, good afternoon. Who is it? Who is it? Good afternoon. Okay, so today we are starting a new chapter, chapter 7. I think you have read the introduction and chapter 1. Hello, Anaël. Good afternoon, girl. How are you doing? Okay, all right. Eh, I'm not sure. All right, okay. Let's start. Today we're going to have a short lesson because I just want to read the introduction, but normally you've already read it, so this should be very short. I don't need to explain a lot. And I'm going to go over chapter 1, but very, very quickly. Okay. Hello, Andrea. Good afternoon, girl. And on Moodle, I have put chapter 2. Okay, so when we are finished with this video, you can go and read chapter 2 or you can do it later. Okay, chapter 2 is for Thursday. All right, so let's get going. Chapter 7, and chapter 7 is The Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the Opera, it's a novel. Do you remember what is a novel? It is like a novel, it's a story in a book, you know, and it was written by a French author. An author is a writer, okay, a French writer, and his name is Gaston Leroux. Okay, he's a French writer, and it is a very famous novel. So this is the introductory class. All right, so this is the Opéra Garnier. Okay, Garnier was the name of the architect. Okay, Garnier was a famous French architect, and he gave his name to the opera. Okay, so this is in Paris. The opera house, yeah, it is called the Opéra Garnier or the Opera House. Okay, it has two different names. Okay, it's a very famous building. The Opera House in Paris is a very beautiful building. It is the biggest opera house in the world. The biggest, you understand, EST, like this, the biggest. You remember EST? It's like in the best. It means there is no bigger opera house in the world. Is it clear? Amaury, today it's the introduction to the new chapter. So the biggest, it means there is no bigger opera in the world. Okay, you understand? I don't know if you remember. EST, it's like in the best EST. Yeah, is it clear? All right. Work on the building began in 1861. It means they started working. You understand? They started working on the building in 1861, and they finished it in 1875. So it was very, very long. It took 14 years to construct, to build the opera house, and it cost 47 million francs, which is a lot of money. Hello, Augustin. Good afternoon, man. Okay, so I don't know if you tried, but on the document you can click on here, and you get a view on Google Earth. So I don't know if you've tried it. Come on. All right, so here is Google Earth. You can try it. It's I like it. I think it's fun. So this is the Opera House. It's a very, very massive building. Okay, and it's in the center of Paris. Okay, almost in the very, very center. Okay, you can see the Louvre is here. Yes, and this is the Opéra Garnier. Okay, clear enough? It is a very important building. Okay, clear enough? And you can see the opera house from very far away. You can see this is very, very distinctive with the dome. Yeah. All right, and then I have put on the document 360 degrees photos of the opera. So this is pretty funny as well. If you want to take a look, you can click here. And you've got photos of the inside of the opera. Okay, so this is the scene. Okay, this is where the actors and the singers, where they play, where they act. Is it clear? So you can see this is where you sit, obviously. At the top, you can see boxes. You know, in the story, it is box number 5. Hello, Leana. Good afternoon, girl. Hello, Jules. No problem, man. Augusta. Maybe I've made a mistake. I don't know. So this is the inside of the opera, and as you can see, there is one row on the first floor, and then there are boxes at the top, and there are one, two, three, at least 3 different floors. Okay, so it is very high. And if you look up here, so this is a very famous painting. Okay, and if you look up here, this is where they put the settings. You know, in French we call it the decor, you know, and it is hidden at the top. Okay, so this is very, very, very high. Is it clear? Extremely high, and there are tons and tons of things. All right. So if you're curious, you can click and you can look at the photos. It is an extremely famous building and it's very beautiful. Normally, you can go to Paris and you can visit the opera, but nowadays, because of the virus, you can't visit the opera. Maybe later, maybe during the holidays. If you're curious, you can ask your parents. You can go to Paris. It's like 1 hour away, and you can visit the opera house. All right. So this is a cut. You understand? A cut of the building. And as you can see, there are many, many floors. Okay, in the text they say there is 17 floors. Okay, it has 17 floors, 10 above. Above is over, and seven floor under. You understand? There are 7 floors that are underground. You remember underground? It's this is the ground. This is where you walk, and the floors are under. Okay, so it is 17 floors from top to bottom. It is an enormous, enormous building. Clear enough? And the part in the middle, this part here, this part here, this is where the scene is. This is where there are the actors. Okay, this is the shot we saw in photography earlier. All right. Behind and under the stage, there are stairs. You know, stairs. Stairs are like this. Let's go upstairs. Is it clear? And passages and many, many rooms. Dressing rooms. You know, to dress is to put on the costumes for the dancers, for the actors. Dressing. For the singers and the dancers, rooms for the stage workers. The stage workers, they are the people who build the decor, you know, and they pull the ropes, etc. The stage workers, the opera dresses and shoes, all the costumes. There are more than 2,500 doors in the building. You know, a door. You can walk for hours and never see daylight. Daylight is the light of day, the light of the sun. Is it clear? Because it is so big, you can get lost in the opera house. And the opera Hello, Nathan. Good afternoon, man. Nathan, I am just reading the introduction, okay? Nathan, if you have done the intro, if you have read the intro, it's not very important. And the opera as a ghost, a phantom. The phantom is a synonym for a ghost, obviously, but phantom, it comes from the Latin, and a ghost, it comes from German. A man in black cloth, cloth, is a body without a head, or a head without a body. He has a yellow face, he has no nose, he has black holes for eyes. A hole is an absence of something, a hole. All right, so this is a poster. This is a poster for a comedy, The Phantom of the Opera. I don't know if you've looked at the video. On Moodle, I've put a video. Who is Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany? Fool. This is the true story of The Phantom of the Opera. So obviously this is not a true story, it is a novel. It begins one day in 1880 in the dancer's dressing room. All right. And you can click to take the quiz. Yeah, I'm not going to do the quiz. All right, let's continue. I don't know if you've watched on Moodle. This is the intro. Okay. Chapter 7, and you can click here, introduction, and then you've got a video here. Is there a problem with my quiz, Nathan? Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. Nathan, I think for the introduction, I forgot. You understand? I forgot the quiz. So there is no quiz for the intro, but it's not very important. I think the introduction is clear. I think it's clear enough. So this is a trailer for the musical. You understand what is a musical? It's like in France we've got Notre Dame de Paris, or I don't know many musicals. The Lion King is a musical. So The Phantom of the Opera is a very, very famous musical, and this video is the trailer for the 2018 London production of The Phantom of the Opera. So this is played in London, and it is extremely popular. All right, let's go to chapter 1 now. Chapter 1. Oh, and on Moodle, I've put, you can see here, I've put chapter 2. Okay, so you can do this tonight or tomorrow if you want. Chapter 1. All right, so this is chapter 1, computer and audiobook version. Let's go. I'm not going to read the text because it's very, very long, and there is already an audiobook version. All right, The Phantom of the Opera, chapter 1, and the title of chapter 1 is The Dancers. Quick, close the door. Okay. I don't know if you've seen, but there is a button at the bottom, and you can click here.
Chapter 1, The Dancers.
Okay.
Quick, close the door. It's him.
All right. So if you want, you can listen and read the text at the same time. We're just going to do the questions very quickly, and then I'm going to stop for today. So questions, who is the first character in the story? So if you remember, in order to answer a question, you need to use the words of the questions, okay? Who is the first character in the story? So you have to answer the first character, blah, 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 blah. Is it clear? When you're typing your answer, you need to use the words in the question. So who is the first character? And the first character is Annie Sorelli. Yes, absolutely, Augustin. Where is she and what did she see? Annie Sorelli ran into the dressing room. She is into the dressing room. She's into is not very beautiful because into, can you see into, I-N-T-O? It indicates a movement. She ran into, okay? But if you say she is, it is not a movement. It is she is in the dressing room. Is it clear? What did she see? What's the matter? They cried. It's the ghost. And he said, so what did she see? She saw. This is a little difficult because it is a question. Yeah, she's Nathan. In English, it is an actress. An actress, A-C-T-R-E-S-S, like this, an actress. Okay, and the question is, what did she see? Look, like this. So this is a little difficult because in the question, the past, the preterite, is on the auxiliary. Okay, it is what did, but the verb is see, is not in the preterite. Okay, but in the answer, you need to put the past, you need to put the preterite on the verb. So the answer is not she see, the answer is she saw. Okay, she saw the ghost, like this. Augustin, it is not she sees, it is in the past. So it is she saw. Je reprends en français. Regardez, dans la question, c'est marqué what did she see? Et donc, ce qui est mis au passé, c'est l'auxiliaire. Au présent, on dirait what does she see? C'est l'auxiliaire do qu'on utilise pour formuler des questions. Et quand on fait une question au passé, le marqueur du passé, on le met sur l'auxiliaire. Et du coup, le verbe, là, le verbe c'est voir, see, ok, mais il n'est pas conjugué dans la question, tu vois. What did she see? Par contre, no problem. Par contre, quand on rédige la réponse, on est toujours au passé. Mais cette fois-ci, il faut mettre le verbe au passé. Et là, si, il a la particularité d'être un verbe irrégulier, et donc ça devient she saw. She saw the ghost. Alright. J'attire votre attention avant de continuer sur la suivante, sur le mot de vocabulaire. Here, can you see it? Through. T-H-R-O-U-T-H. Through. Très important, qui signifie à travers, passer à travers, courir à travers, qu'on va beaucoup revoir dans l'histoire ici. To cry a deux significations. The first one is like this, to cry, and the second one is clear enough. All right. What's the matter? What's the matter? It's a synonym for what's the problem. This is very very usual. Okay, let's continue. Number 2. Most of the girls were afraid, but one of them laughed. Oh, she says everybody says the ghost, but there isn't really a ghost. You saw a shadow. Yeah, a shadow on the wall. What does everybody say? Everybody says they see the ghost. Is it clear? Everybody in the opera, the dancers, the singers, the actors, they say that they see the ghost. Is it clear? At the bottom, lots of people see him. It means many people. A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lots. Joseph Bucket saw him 2 days ago. Don't you remember? Who else saw the ghost? Joseph Bucket saw the ghost. What can you say about the ghost? What can you say about the ghost? Joseph says, the ghost is tall. You remember, tall? He wears a black evening coat. You know, a coat. It's like a vest, but it's more elegant. A coat. It's don't realist. It is not realistic. Nathan, what is not realistic? Is it the story? Is it? He has the head of a dead man, like a zombie, for example, with a yellow face and no nose and no eyes. All right. And then Meg says, Meg Giry spoke, you know, spoke, S-P-O-K-E, spoke, it is the preterite of speak, speak, spoke, spoken. Meg Giry spoke. Don't talk about him. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. My mother told me. Alors là, la question c'était who is he dans l'expression he doesn't like it. C'est qui he? À qui est-ce que ça renvoie? Ça renvoie au fantôme. Et puis, c'est marqué he doesn't like it. C'est quoi it? Qu'est-ce qu'il n'aime pas, le fantôme? C'est ce qu'il y a juste avant. Talk about him. Yes, Nathan, it's a novel. It is a novel. It is not a real story. Your mother. What does your mother know about the ghost? She says that Joseph Bucket is a fool, so that's number one. Joseph Bucket is a fool. A fool is a synonym for an idiot, a person who does stupid things, a fool. And Joseph Bucket is going to be very sorry. He's going to be very sorry. It means he is going to regret it. You understand? He is going to regret it. He is going to pay. Like this, look. He's going to regret it. He's going to be very sorry. Yeah, what does she explain about the ghost? Well, the ghost has a box. You know the box. It's let me show you again. So this is the boxes. Okay, you can see the boxes in the back. Okay, and the boxes, they have different numbers, and you can pay, and then you've got your box. Okay, is it clear? So the ghost has a box, and yes, he's got box number 5. Is it clear? The ghost has box number 5. He leaves flowers for the doorkeeper. The doorkeeper is the person who protects the door. Okay, it is the person who says you can't enter the box. Okay, if you have no ticket, you can't enter. She's the doorkeeper, and the doorkeeper is the mother of Meg Giry. Her name is Madame Giry. Okay, so the ghost, he's got box number 5, and he gives flowers to Madame Giry. He does not give flower, he leaves flowers in the box. Okay, he puts the flower on the ground for Madame Giry. All right, is that it? Is that finished? She's the doorkeeper. It's the ghost's box. Okay. Okay, all right. Nope. The dancers. What does your mother know? Proposer une traduction pour that evening, the dancers could not stop talking about the ghost. Est-ce que vous vous souvenez de ce que c'est que could? On en avait discuté. Alors could, il appartient à une catégorie particulière de mots qu'on appelle les auxiliaires modaux. Les auxiliaires modaux, vous en connaissez un certain nombre. Vous connaissez can, vous connaissez must, vous connaissez should. Alors cette fois-ci, c'est ni can, ni must, ni should, c'est could. That evening, the dancers could not stop talking. Could, c'est la même chose qu'un des mots d'eau que vous connaissez, sauf que l'être au présent, il est au passé. Est-ce que vous savez à quel auxiliaire modal ça renvoie could? Le sens qu'il a ce mot-là. Est-ce que vous pouvez me proposer quelque chose pour cette phrase-là? The dancers could not stop talking about the ghost. Augustin, c'est absolument ça, sauf qu'on n'est pas au présent, on est au passé, tout à fait. Alors en fait, Augustin dit les danseurs ne peuvent pas s'arrêter de parler du fantôme de l'opéra. Alors c'est quasiment parfait, sauf que si c'était ça, Augustin, ça serait The dancers can not stop talking. Et là, c'est could not stop talking. Donc effectivement, c'est la même chose. Alors, Ethan, il y a une petite notion supplémentaire dans la phrase que toi, tu n'as pas mis dans ta traduction. Et c'est la notion dont tu as parlé, Augustin. C'est la notion de pouvoir, la notion de possibilité. Donc en fait, c'est la même chose que can, qui exprime une possibilité, mais cette possibilité-là, on l'exprime dans un récit qui est au passé. Okay, donc c'est la même chose que can, mais qu'on va utiliser dans un récit au passé. Donc au présent, les danseurs ne peuvent pas arrêter de parler du fantôme, on aurait dit The dancers cannot stop talking, et ici on est au passé, donc on dit The dancers could not stop talking. Alright, good. Okay. Emma, yes, that is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Good. Oh, sorry. Oh, girl, she cried. Joseph Bucket is dead. They found his body with a rope. A rope, you know, a rope around his neck. Is it clear? No, Nathan, are you crazy, man? No, Nathan. The dancers are talking about the phantom, about the ghost. All right, so they found Joseph Bucket with a rope around his neck. Yes, it is a climbing rope. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, so this is finished for chapter 1. Okay, end of chapter 1. Click here to take the quiz. And we are finished. Okay, finished with this. So now, and I also put a music on Moodle, so if you want, you can click here, quatrième, and then there is a new chapter. There is a new chapter on Moodle. Okay, and you can click here, music. Okay, and I have put one music. You can do this right now. There are 3 different difficulty levels. Okay, so you can click on the stars, and it is different difficulties. Okay, there is 1 star, 2 stars, and 3 stars, and there are 3 different exercises. Okay, so you can do this for Thursday if you've not done it. So you can choose the difficulty: 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, and the music is here. What? Watch this video on YouTube. Yeah, okay, this is working.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel.
Okay, so you listen 3 times to the song, 3 times,
Sun in the sky.
and you type in the answers. Okay, so this is number 1. And number 2, The Phantom of the Opera. There is now chapter 2 on Moodle. Chapter 2. There is a paper version. If you prefer the paper version, you can click here and you've got your document. Okay, you can print it, you can complete it, and you can paste it in your copybook. Or if you prefer, there is a computer version, and on the computer version there is It's the same as the last time. Okay, so there is the text on the left, and then you can click
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
The Directors of the Opera House.
Okay, you've got the text on the left, you've got the vocabulary and the questions on the right. Okay, so this is your work for Thursday. Read Chapter 2. At the end of Chapter 2, there are three different exercises. There is a grammar exercise on this: angrily, usually, regularly, suddenly, quickly. Look. Qu'est-ce que tous ces mots ont en commun? Vous pouvez voir tout de suite ce qu'ils ont en commun, mais je pense que vous aurez besoin de lire le texte pour tout comprendre. Then there is another exercise. Yes, this is the other exercise. Oops. This is the other exercise. What are we going to do about the letter? So there are two grammar exercises. And there is a reading comprehension exercise, a reading comprehension quiz. So you can click here, you can click here, and you can click here. Three different exercises. Is it clear? So we are finished for today. For Thursday, you've got 3 exercises plus the music if you've not done the music. And I will see you on Thursday. Goodbye, have a good afternoon.